So, it's been a while, but we are back. My name is Ben Ferguson and welcome back to the channel. And today was Croft. So, let's give a rundown of what has happened from the summer break and what happened today at Croft. So, starting off with some news and some unfortunate news. One Motorsport will not be taking part from today. That was Croft and at Knockhill because of the team owner that felt unwell. So, hopefully, he has a speedy recovery, and my thoughts go out to his friends and family taking care of him. Some driver changes in the Unlimited Motorsport. Maximus Hall unfortunately has departed from Unlimited Motorsport, and then stepped in is Stephen Jelly. So really sad to hear that Maximus Hall is not taking part for the remainder of the season. I think he was a big character in the paddock and walking around with the fans like he did at Thruxton. Stephen Jelly, good to see that he's still got to drive for Croft, Knockhill, and to the end of the season. Also, coming from Toyo Kazoot Racing, the driver change has happened, and Roman Pearson will no longer be racing. That's to my knowledge. He wasn't there this weekend. So, really sad to see him not racing. I think he deserves to be in the touring cars after his big win last season. Was it last season? No, season before with Bristol Street Motors. Max Buxton, great to see him on the grid in the Junior Fiesta Championship. So there's been a big step up in the Btcc, but I hope his debut went well. This is the first video back. The last video was Super Touring, which thank you guys for that massive support with the views. Honestly, it was one of my best work yet and my best video in my opinion. But let's talk about Croft. Obviously, I didn't go Croft. Really sad and really unfortunate. But qualifying from yesterday, I didn't mind it, but the track limits is a big problem around Croft. Honestly, the amount of people that had their lap times cut, Sutton couldn't go through because of the lap time infringement, which technically, yeah, it was 4 wheels off the circuit. We can blatantly see that. But on pole was Tom Ingram, second was Dan Camish, third was Mickey Doble, fourth was Tom Chilton, fifth was Dan Robom, sixth was Dan Lloyd, seventh was Aaron Taylor-Smith, eighth was Zenna Propter, ninth was Charles Rainford, 10th was Darrell De Leon, and now Sutton finished in P11. So great result there for Mickey Doble in the Vauxhall. Also, just want to point out Jake Hill will not be taking part this weekend as he is unwell during the practice weekend. So I'm really sad to hear about that. But hopefully, Jake, you feel better soon and you back at Knockhill, ready to defend that title. But anyway, back to this. Tom Ingram getting pole, fantastic. Second pole position of the year, back-to-back pole from Owen Park, which was last time out, and now is at Croft. So fantastic for him. Dan Camish, knew he was going to be up there. Camish has been a superstar this race weekend, and he's just a superstar for qualifying all round. But let's get into race one. Race one was a bit of a display for that one. So race one was quite good, in my opinion. I did like it. Tom Ingram with the race win, fantastic for him in the championship. Second was Dan Camish. Third was Zenna Propter. Fantastic result for Zenna Propter, especially. Fourth was Dan Robom. Fifth was Tom Chilton. Sixth was Darrell De Leon. Seventh was Aaron Taylor-Smith. Eighth was Charles Rainford. Ninth was Dan Lloyd. And 10th was Alan Morgan. A bit of a shock happened with a tyre blowout for Ash Sutton, which forced him into the pit lane after a safety car went out. Or when safety car went in. So, a bit unfortunate for Ash Sutton, but everyone knows what Ash Sutton's like. You know what happens for the rest of the day. But Tom Ingram with a huge win, taking a good points haul home with him to extend the championship, and he took the lead of the championship going into the second race. But good result for Dan Camish and a good result for Zenna Propter. Welcome back, Zenna Propter. It has been a very long time, and we've all missed you at the sport. But I've always said it all along to my dad as well. Zenna Propter belongs in the touring cars, and he proved it today. But on to race two. Actually seems like I'm a glory hunter with this. But there you go, for the content. As race two, done and dusted. Dan Robottom, in my opinion, what a fantastic season. The most underrated driver this season. And he is so good this season. Dan Robottom takes the win in race two. Second was Tom Chilton. Third was Darrell De Leon, his second podium of the season. Fantastic for him. Fourth was Adam Morgan. Fifth was Ash Sutton after bouncing back from last. That is one fantastic result. Fifth in the race. Sixth was Charles Rainford. Seventh was Gordon Shedden. 8th was Tom Ingram, 9th was Aidan Moffat, and 10th was Dan Camish. So fantastic result for Ash Sutton, bouncing back after race 1. Much deserved. He was fantastic. He flew through the grid. So fantastic for him. Darrell De Leon getting a second podium of the year. Great news to see. He just turned 20 as well on Saturday, so fantastic result for him. And Dan Robon with the win. What a result for Napa Racing UK. And a real result for Dan Robon, who takes third in the championship. Fantastic to hear. Now on to what I called it and what my dad called it. The best race 3 we've seen in a very long time. What a race this was. Croft never fails to deliver. Never has failed. But Ash Sutton with a fantastic race win. The move that he did to get the lead needs to be studied. That was a fantastic move, and that shows what the British touring car is. That is the move that could win him maybe the 5 titles. We don't know. We won't know until Brands Hatch in October. But the race result as follows was Ash Sutton with the race win. 2nd, Tom Ingram. 3rd, Senna Proctor. 4th, Gordon Shedden. 5th, Adam Morgan. 6th, Aidan Moffat. 7th, Sam Osborne. 8th, Tom Chilton. 9th, Aaron Taylor-Smith. And 10th, Mickey Doble. So another podium finish for Senna Proctor. Fantastic for him and Team Virtue. Tom Ingram getting a 2nd, and he needed to finish 2nd in that race. He needed to keep the points with him. Senna Proctor having a good battle with Aidan Moffat. It's such a shame to see Aidan Moffat trumble. He was doing so well. He had 2nd for a very long time. He held the lead for a very long time until Sutton, with that mastermind of his, up the inside line of him and Ingram. That was a fantastic move. Obviously, I'll show some screenshots in the video, but wow, what a move. That has got to be one of the moves of the season so far. But that whole race there was fantastic. There was a lot of battling there. Charles Rainford came together with Dan Camish. Camish went shooting off on the grass and near enough took out half the field. So Darrell De Leon retired. So did Sam. Chris Smiley? Sorry, not Sam. And so did Dan Camish, which was really sad and unfortunate to see. But it's racing. It's the Btcc race 3, which means gloves are off. Carnage is going to happen, and it did. Welcome back to the Btcc, ladies and gentlemen. So on to Knockhill for the next one. I don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen after race 3. That was incredible. But the championship is getting closer, and it is looking tasty. Ash Sutton versus Tom Ingram. 8 points separate them going into Knockhill, which is, it could go either way. Ingram's had his share bad luck at Knockhill. So is Ash Sutton. Ash Sutton likes Knockhill. I think Sutton will do well at Knockhill, but I'm not counting out Ingram. Ingram is going to fight to the very end on this one. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure you do like and subscribe for more content in the future, which will be coming. There's a lot more content coming in the future. I just haven't got around to filming it yet, and I need to edit it obviously after. But I really hope you guys did like the video today. Sorry I didn't go. Hopefully next year we'll be going. I won't be going to Knockhill either, so I really am sorry for that again. But then hopefully the last 3 of the race of the season I will be going, which will be Donington GP, Silverstone, and Brands Hatch GP. Fingers crossed I will be going. So, but I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.